quite a number of years ago, maybe 7 years ago, I had my first child and realised that I wanted to make some changes in the way that we ran the household. We had far too much plastic. A friend had told me that you could wax cotton and use it to preserve food, so I started doing a bit of Googling. 18 months later, my partner said to me, "Are you actually going to do something with this, or are you just going to fill the kitchen up with beeswax?" BB wraps are made using only 4 ingredients, and it's important to us that we use ingredients that are sustainable. So whilst standard cotton has a huge detrimental effect on the environment, we chose to use, at the very least, organic cotton that's certified, and that ensures that we don't use pesticides, fertilisers, man-made fertilisers, anything like that irresponsibly, and the people who grow the cotton and weave the cotton have a better working environment as well. We also use British beeswax, which is higher welfare. The Bee Farmers Association have a welfare code of conduct for the bees, and we use organic jojoba oil and natural tree resin, which we source from Europe. In January, The Guardian featured BB wraps in an article citing us as an example of how you can reduce plastic, and the orders went through the roof. At the moment we sell BB wraps through our website, bbwraps.com. We also have a big wholesale outlet as well, so we sell through Arga Cookshop and also booths in the north, and we have a number of independent stockists as well. We recently completed a project with Sky Ocean Rescue where we made their BB wraps for them. They were designed by Cara Delevingne, Kate Moss, Sienna Miller and Fern Cotton. My vision for 2020 is that we'll turn over £500,000.
Country Bumpkin Yurts is all about championing the great outdoors and relationships. It's friends and family. It's about spending quality time with people. So Lara and I started the business about 2 years ago. We thought, well, let's combine glamping, which is something we've done a lot of over the years, combine it with a cafe.
Our ethos is to be as eco-friendly and sustainable as possible. The yurts that we have on the site, they're completely self-sustainable. We have solar-powered hubs in them. There's the log burners, and within the bathrooms we've got the composting toilets. All the furniture in the yurts that we have and the furniture in the Canvas Cafe, it's all been upcycled. We try and go as local and eco-friendly and organic as we possibly can in the cafe. So our bread, our milk, our eggs, the meat we use is from the farm shop. We've created some pathways going down to the Yurts and around the site to give access to Brampton Valley Way, which is a local bridle way. Part of the pathway we've planted some holly and cherry trees that should hopefully bloom throughout the year.
We have been delighted with the development of the business over the past 18 months. We've grown, our revenue's grown by 200%.
Our future plans for Country Bumpkin Yurts is to really fine-tune what we have here and plug into different schools and make this a real educational hub and a real community hub.
Glasgow Recycling started in Drumchapel 12 years ago, and we've grown ever so slightly every year to the point now where we are employing 18 people. We have in an average month about 45 volunteers, and we've also got a new training programme where we have 10 to 15 people in. I think in this past year we've reused approximately 400 tonnes of wood waste. And as you'll see around about the workshop here and around about the showroom, that's been put to very good use in terms of being able to create, manufacture and design a whole range of really well, I think it's really good quality reclaimed timber products. And we have a wide range of customers that come to us, and they're attracted by the fact that we are trying our best to save the planet in our own small way, I guess. And the kind of customers that we have got schools, community groups, we have the private sector, we have bars and restaurants that come to us, and we have a wide range of general public. Last year's accounts, our turnover is just about the £500,000 mark, and 80% of that is our trading income. So our plans for the future really are to just, I mean, much like we've been doing for the last more recent years, is just to grow a wee bit every year. With the support of the Scottish Government, we have this new project which is going to be, its target is to set out to design a good number, around about 30 new products, and if we do that properly, then hopefully we're going to have some really nice products that people want to buy, and in turn that will grow our income steadily or otherwise over the next wee while.
Having a background in farming and growing, I just thought, well, how could we make it really easy for anyone to grow their own food at home? So that's where the idea of Rocket Gardens really started. A lot of our plants are going direct to customers for their home growing, so either in their gardens or in window boxes or in allotments and that kind of thing. And we're also supplying about 1,000 schools at the moment with vegetable patches, and that's growing every year. We think we're really kind of on the cutting edge of sort of horticultural industry, if you like, because all of our plants are grown organically. We don't use any pesticides or sprays to control diseases or any pest issues. We're trying to be the UK's first mail order plant supplier who is just using 100% biodegradable pots, so no plastics at all, and the same with our packaging, so everything we send out is biodegradable or compostable. We're currently growing on, which is a 125-acre farm down in Cornwall, which is growing a mixture of daffodils and some cabbages and sometimes potatoes, and this year we're looking at turning over a lot of the farm over to wildflower meadows so that we can kind of increase the biodiversity on the farm. In terms of turnover, we're probably turning over around about £650,000 a year. We've got a number of different projects we're working on. One is to grow our gift voucher side of the business, which is people buying each other gardens as gifts. The number two area is to really get our plants and our biodegradable pots into garden centres and nurseries and potentially larger retailers. And then our third area of business expansion is really a subscription model where we want to digitise the way that people can have a year-round supply of vegetable patches.